Once again, back at it like a bad habit. It's your boy, Ron Review Reacts, aka RJ to the second power. And guess what we have on the agenda today? Spoiler-free review. Spider-Man No Way Home. Fresh out the theaters. So if you haven't already, please click the like button, click the sub button, and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop new content, because some movies are coming out and some battle raps coming out, and I think I might have to start reacting to these San Francisco 49ers because they have me on the edge of my seat, nervous as hell every time they play the game. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's fun. So let's get to it. Spider-Man No Way Home. This is the 8th installment of any Spider-Man movie in my generation or in my lifetime. We had the original films, the Tobey Maguire films. We had the reboot with Andrew Garfield. And then we had the reboot with Tom Holland, who was in the MCU. Now, if you're the type of person that, A, doesn't want things spoiled, try and go into this movie as cold turkey as possible. Only listen to my review. But, that being said, also, if you're the person who has the tendency to need to go to the bathroom during the movie and you try to kind of wait for the slow part, you're probably not going to find that. To be honest, you're not going to find this because this movie doesn't really have too many slow parts. And that's going to bring me to my first thoughts and first points on this movie. It is paced spectacularly. I have not seen a movie with so much going on keep you on the edge of your seat like this here. It is absolutely amazing what the direction of this film went to keep you all engaged the full time, the full duration. And this is not a short movie. It's about 2 hours, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 30 minutes, something around there. So you're going to be locked in and engaged the whole movie. So I will say that. Another thought, tons of action, tons of action. Although, kind of not as much as I thought, but still a lot of action. It's weird. There can definitely be more action in this movie, but there's a hell of a lot of action in this movie. The character building, pretty good. It does kind of, it takes away from what the Sam Raimi trilogy did and did well, where you realize that you've been following 3 characters through the duration of 3 films. So you're seeing them grow and move on and get wiser and develop and all these things. And you feel like you're kind of a part of them. You feel like you've just spent a lot of time with them. And the movie does a very good job further developing characters and keeping you just interested in what these 3 people that you follow through these 3 films are now at and where they plan on going. I feel like the film did a great job kind of setting that up. Another thing, a lot of stuff is in this movie. Some may look at it and think of it as being a little convoluted or congested, but the movie balances everything well for the most part. Now, if I have to say something more on the negative side, the humor was hit or miss for me. It wasn't 100% hit. Some of it was really, really well timed and I liked it, and some was kind of like, all right. Like, there's some parts where there's some really dramatic things happening, and there's a lot of gravity to the situation, and then a joke comes out and it's like, you kind of ruined where we were going with that. You kind of let some of the air out of this event here with that. But all in all, still good. I can't complain. What else off of the top of my head? Tom Holland is spectacular in this movie. He shows a lot of range, a lot of growth as an actor, and he's showing a lot of emotional range in this movie. Credit to him. Zendaya, good again, solid. His friend, I can't think of what his name is. actually, but as Ned, he was pretty good in the movie as well. Some of his goofiness was hit or miss with me, but for the most part, he did a really good job. The standouts, though, are the villains. Now, this is in the trailer, so don't shoot the messenger, but Willem Dafoe is on that Willem Dafoe shit. Like, legit phenomenal, his acting in this. He is trying to act circles around people, and Doc Ock, I think his name is Alfred Molina, if I'm not mistaken, fantastic job. Even Jamie Foxx, fantastic job. So there's a lot of stuff to love about this movie. There are some, don't want to say stupid, but dumb moments to where it's like, you kind of caused this for what? I feel like we could have done this a little bit easier here, and why does this really make a difference to make you change your mind to want to do this, to want to do that? They play it kind of loose, but the film keeps rolling and keeps going, and then it throws in so many things that you would only dream about seeing that it makes you overlook a lot of the shortcomings of the film. All in all, I can't get into too much without going into spoiler territories. The movie overall, very emotional, very powerful. Out of the three, I have to say it's the most entertaining Spider-Man. Out of the three, it might jump up to it might rival Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 with me as far as the best Spider-Man movie. And dare I say, I may have had more fun watching this than I did watching Infinity War and Endgame. It's kind of early to say. I might have to watch the movie again, but it's hard. And I'm going to be honest, I am not one of those Marvel fanboys. I'm not a Marvel pole jocker. I'm DC. I love DC. I can respect what Marvel's doing. When something's good, I'll say it's good, in my opinion. If something's iffy or mediocre, I'll say that. And if something I just didn't enjoy it, I'll say that as well. And with this movie, it's hard not to like this movie. Like, it is hard not to like this movie. There's just so much in this movie to love. But that being said, if I'm gonna grade this 1 out of 10, 1 being 5 being average, 10 being fantastic, phenomenal, outstanding. I don't like to give movies 10s. I really don't. This movie is a 9.75. In between 9 to 9.75. This is a solid film. Now, it comes with some flaws, and I'm pretty sure if I saw it again, I don't know, I may not enjoy it as much, or I may look at some things that I might have overlooked because the sheer spectacle of the film distracts you from any of that. But right now, I'm standing at a strong, solid 9.5, maybe edge up to a 9.75. That's my overall view.